Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to the second in the special Best of series of Best of What Map 2017. I'm Bonbon. You are of course very welcome. Well, if you didn't see yesterday's episode, I suggest you go and start with that now. Reason partly is because over the first few minutes I explained the reasoning behind how I've made my decisions for what maps I've chosen for the Best of What Map 2017. And the reason why they aren't necessarily the very best of the maps from What Map from the year. Today's map is one of the better ones. I do believe I gave it a very high score. You should have to check back yourself. Even though I am not a fan of desert maps. I come from a very temperate area, and desert maps to me are alien. They really are. It means nothing to me, this, at all. But it has been so well done. So let's talk about Douglas, because there were a few really nice desert maps before that you could have worked with. We had Bonita Vista Valley was an excellent desert map, and then of course Arrowhead Junction, Arrowhead Valley, by the wonderful Strict and Flux and He Who Shall Not Be Named. And they were superb, absolutely superb maps. Although Arrowhead was a little bit lacking in detail, it really was a flat build plane for the building of just a huge desert type sprawling city. And if you've not seen that on YouTube, you should go and check it out. It's a superb watch. They are probably the most entertaining people on YouTube with regards to City Skylines. Then along came this bloke, this fella, this dude, Douglas, and he has completely raised the bar regarding desert maps. As you can probably tell, I'm lost in the desert here. I'm just walking through the desert, and hopefully we're going to find some infrastructure that will help us towards some kind of society. There's a maybe I should be heading, rather than walking through the valley, maybe I should go up the hill. What do you think? Pardon me while I just... God blimey, it's blinking hot up here, I tell you. Deserts tend to be, Anyway, so he's raised the bar, and I actually had a tough call. I wanted to include one of his maps in the Best of 2017, but how do you choose between Kingman, Arizona, which is this fella, or Sedona? And it was a really tough call, but there were a couple of things in this map that for me swung it this way to get one final look during the closing days of 2017, Boxing Day as it is today, unless you're watching it sometime in the future, in which case what were you doing on Boxing Day? Don't tell me you've got like a life. What's going on? Let's have a look up here. Right, we're still looking at desert. Is there's a road all the way. Is that a river maybe? So we come up to this part of the hill up here. Maybe we can get a better view over that way from over here. Now this is proper desert. This isn't like Grand Theft Auto desert. We're looking out there and we're seeing nothing. Yeah, if I tell you that this map has a huge amount of pre-built infrastructure, well, that's a huge amount, certainly plenty of pre-built infrastructure, you would probably look at me with puzzlement and amazement, because actually it looks like this is just, well, a desert terrain. What we're going to do is see if we can get to where this drops off and see if there's anything down in that valley down there. And if not, we will go up and do a little bit of hovering rather than ground level. So anyway, I hope you had a really good Christmas yesterday. I'm currently recording on Christmas Eve, so I can't tell you for sure that I've had a good one, but I'm sure I have. My family are complete nutters, and I do enjoy their company. No, we're definitely not finding anything here. Not even a snake to bite us. Okay, I'm coming up. I'm coming up. There we are. Right. So we've been. I think we started our little walk up here, and we've we've ended it down in this area here. And all you're going to do is go down to another valley, see the beautiful work here of the former rivers. You see, these were obviously previously rivers, and you see the way that water has carved this out, the way it's swooshed from one side to the other and back again, the natural curves. And then here it gets steeper, and there's obviously some sort of canyon going on here, and a bit more greenery down here as well. So obviously where there might be a little bit of water under the surface, if there was such a thing in that, that isn't in the game. You know that, and I know that. But yes, the terrain work and the texturing. I would say we are using the custom theme, and also we are using the Arrowhead LUT, which is the recommended LUT. So at least something good came out of Arrowhead. What's going on over here? Right, let's keep going until we find something. River, brilliant, and everything. Look at rivers, roads, and rail all at once. Now the rivers. Look at this, my friends. Look at this. Let's come along to this little bit of you can actually see the rocks under there. Adds just enough interest in the detailing just to take this map to another level. And then over here we've got the national road right by it, and along here we've got the railway cutting through. We've got a cutting here, very nicely done, and not lumpy bumpy over the top. Absolutely perfect. And then this perfect little railway bridge that goes across as well. It all suddenly happened at once there, and it's very well done. We've got another rail line up here as well, and I highly recommend going and watching the original review, because I do go into this in a lot more detail and have a look at all of that. But as you can see, even here, when we pull back, we've gone from the dry and dusty, there's nothing to see for miles and miles and miles, and it felt, well, isolated. When we come to here, and then suddenly you're starting to see and feel the map come to life. The water is excellent. I mean, the water physics in the game are brilliant. We got drowned tree maybe there, or is that just? I think we can allow that. It's the only place. Let's face it, there's so little water in the desert that you take anything that's coming. Oh, we have actually got drowned trees. How did I miss that last time? Ooh, I might have knocked a point off for those. There's that many of them. Even so, though, this map is beautiful. Lovely and beautiful. Right, so yes, so we've got all this natural looking terrain, and it's great. You can get into these hills and build into the hills, and the river just feels alive and real all the way down. We've got these islands beautifully decorated, and we've got rapids going on here. Not quite a waterfall, but you can just see that would be, if you had a canoe and you were 8 times as brave as me, that would work. We've got this island here, which has got a little bit of infrastructure going on it. I'm not sure. I think there's some more stuff going on here. I don't remember this. I don't remember that at all. I'm not saying I don't like it. I just don't remember it. I think I would have noticed. Especially a jetty on the end. Now you're going to go back and watch and tell me it was there all the time. And I didn't see it, and I would not be surprised. Right, there we got the dirt tracks, and these fairly recently added dirt track vanilla bridges. Very, very nice things they are. And then like I say, there are a couple of things in this map that, for me, I had to choose between this and Sedona. I went with this because of, first of all, this wasn't the reason, but we'll have a look at this first. This beautiful, we can come down the route here, this quarry. This is excellent work. It feels real, and obviously we've got the water down in the quarry down here, and it feels alive, or feels formally alive. We've got some abandoned trucks and cars and stuff, which you probably expect in a location like this. But it's not small. I mean, I did a quarry in my map, and I had to, I had to jumble whether to make it big or to make it realistic, fit in, and I just made it fit into the environment. But this, look at it, he's gone, well, I've got a lot of desert there. I can go a little bit crazy and build a big hole in the ground, and that's what he's done. And then we've got the former rail infrastructure that comes down to this abandoned little town. There's an abandoned castle as well. It would be a fort rather than a castle, obviously, as we're in America. And then do you have castles in America? I don't know. I would say fort if that was me. And then, like I say, the use of these little towers together, going down and down and down, is an interesting design feature. So it's the abandoned village, and the way that they've pushed these houses together to make them look like, if we got it over here as well, yeah, make it look like it was terracing. Very nice. Excellent work. What else did we have? Yes, if we come up this is an abandoned railway line. This is something that I had in my map, done completely differently though, of course. You'll see where the rail kind of dead ends. It's been marked off with a few bushes. There are bushes in there as well, just to make it look, oh look, no, it does actually end. It was intended. And if we keep going, of course you can reconnect this up if you want to. No biggie, of course. And then if we get here, it comes across the highway, the national road there. And then we got a bridge, and you go, oh great. And of course my bridge was deliberately broken, as is this one. We've got one bit that's actually missing completely, and one there which is like bent down and completely out of connection. Different style from how I've done mine, and I'm not going to say I don't prefer his. Of course I prefer mine because I'm just full of me. It's all about me, you know. But this is, I've got to say, this is really good work. So this is very, very nice work. Nice touch of detailing. And that railway, just it ends here. It leaves you to imagine where it once went. What else have we got? We've got what's that down there? Is that a? Oh yeah, we've got another jetty there, which is connected by the dirt road, which is once again a nice bit of detail there. Didn't need to connect that up, but it's nice. Otherwise, it's just isolated and does nothing on its own. Right, but yes, there is. That was it over here. If we follow this dirt track down here, actually I'm going to go down to ground level for this one, and we head down towards the abandoned town. Now this, once again, it feels right. I mean, there are limited vanilla assets in the game. Perhaps I dropped a little bit too far away from the town. It might take us a while to get there. But there are limited vanilla assets in the game, and anything that you add which is non-vanilla, you need your subscribers to subscribe to those assets, and you don't know for sure whether they've got a computer system capable of running such a thing. So you have to balance, do you want to go crazy and just pander to those with the big machine, or do you want to keep it nice and light and basically everybody's happy? And using the vanilla assets to their maximum, well, that's what Douglas has done here. We're heading towards this town here, and of course what we've got the vanilla trees in these assets that don't quite match up with the rest of the environment, and that is easily fixed, because if you have a look for the vanilla tree remover, you can easily remove those. And then we've got the cemetery here, and then down here we've got some abandoned cars, and then we've got these roads which head off down in what would have been former like housing areas, residential areas. Down here as well we've got some more abandoned cars and trucks. That's a former residential area down there. I'll pull out in a minute and we'll have a proper look at those. And like I say, if we fool along here. See if we can get up into the cemetery. But yeah, we've got another abandoned car there. It just makes it feel that this is actually a dead area. Here we go, it's the cemetery, which is quite literally a dead area. Hiya love, how you doing? Oh, hey, you having a good day? Maybe. Right, let me come out of that. So yes, this is the former abandoned town. As you can see, not every house has been put in. We've got some that remain standing, but many that have just gone to dust. And it's a lovely touch. So you've got the street infrastructure still there, but nothing more than that. We've even got a little curved road as well, just adds a little bit of taste difference. Very lovely. Now there was one thing that swung this map to become one of my most memorable of the year, and I've just got to find it now. Oh yeah, down here. Right, and scoodle across here. Then we have this bridge, and ignore the bridge, although we will have a look at it, but ignore the bridge. It's not the bridge that's grabbed me. And then we go to these highways, and this is the highway that swoops down, and this goes off to the fog. And how easy is it just to drop down a straight line highway to the fog? We've seen it done countless times by lesser map builders. Oh, look, I just love this hill. Look at this. Look at this. That did not have to go. That could easily have been level terrain, and we wouldn't have thought anything of it. But that little hill had so much interest to that part of the map. We'll head up, and we'll just follow this road around. And you go, well, why am I so excited about this road? Well, if you saw the first review, you'll remember it's about to do something very special indeed. First of all, we've gone 3 lanes against 2, which is unusual, and I like it. Actually, there's another road I need to show you in a minute. And now we are going to hug here. If we stop here and don't drive off the edge, there's a big old drop there. It doesn't look like a big old drop, but if I come down to the bottom, you wouldn't want to be crashing off of the side of there now, would you? So it doesn't look much, and he's taken an absolute beautiful route, slowly but surely making his way down the side of this cliff face. And we keep going. I'm just going to skip over that. Can't be going forever. And then we'll head around there, and then that goes across there and across there, and then finally we get down low enough that we can cut across here, a little bit of elevated highway, an elevated highway this way, and we're heading back the other way now, and we are literally now we're down at ground level. And if we just stop here and have a look back up, we've had to go all the way around that route to take a sensible route down to this highway. If I come up high again, there we are. So you would think in an ideal world they would love to have built a straight line from this point up here down to the bottom of the map there. That would have been ideal. There was no direct route, and Douglas has drawn an absolute beautiful highway to take us down, and that is what sold this map to me. But if I have a quick look, speaking of highways and lanes, 3s into 2s and whatever, somewhere I think this is the one. Yeah, this junction here. Love this junction. Okay, look at this and go, well, hang on, it's just a junction. Yeah, but here we've got 2 lanes against 1 lane. Right turn only on the right, straight on in the middle lane there, and of course the left lane is coming against us. And this way, left turn only in the middle, and straight on and left turn on the right there. And I like this a lot. I really do. I can't overstate that. And it's flowing really smoothly. Okay, yes, there is no city build at the moment, so we're just talking about external traffic coming through, going from one location to another. But it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Simple, but beautiful. But enough about me. Simple but beautiful. Oh, I must have had too much eggnog. Right, well, thank you very much for joining me today, having a look at Kingman, Arizona by Douglas, which the link to the original review will be in the description below, assuming I remember. And then join me again tomorrow for another Best of 2017. I've got 6 different maps, and they're all got little different things that have made them stand out for me. So hopefully tomorrow's one, if you didn't like today's, hopefully tomorrow's one is the one for you. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Don't forget you can join me on Patreon, $1 a month, and we're going to have all sorts of parties on there next year. I promise you. I promise you. Bring your own balloon and we'll have a party. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a brilliant Boxing Day. And that's all from me. See you later.